All right, so let's just do every single matchup for Iron Fist against Hulk. You do beat him, but there's a chance he can stop hitting you when you block and you don't actually get the damage blocked. And so in that case, he can actually maybe fist you down. But also, if he gets really low and you get really low, but he still has bubble, you will lose that because his bubble lasts for about 2 seconds. So make sure he doesn't bait you when he's low health and you haven't seen his bubble. You can usually beat all tanks. Next up is gonna be Punisher. Punisher is a little tricky. You can actually beat him, you know, 1v1, etc. Like if he's isolated, but if he brings out the shotgun, he can actually one-shot you in the head or two-shot you if he's really good at it. So be careful, but if you can block it, you will usually win if you get that damage blocked. If he has a rocket raccoon and he's infinite ammo beside him, yeah, you better run if he has infinite ammo. And of course, if he's being pocketed, well, your only job there is to kind of distract him or go into healers. All right, next up is going to be Storm. Storm is one of the worst matchups I don't like due to her being in her team all the time getting pocketed. The moment she's not being pocketed, you can just kick her down and even right click her and fist her up in the air, you know? The moment she activates her E, the lightning storms like come around her and hit people, that's when you actually have to back out. That's when she activates the damage boost. So be careful when you're fighting her. Burn that cooldown. You can actually go back and fight her, but usually you want to go on supports. Oh my god, Loki is one of Iron Fist's worst sins. If he has clones, like you don't know which one it is, but yeah, he'll eventually reveal himself. And when your only goal when you face Loki is to burn his runes. That's all you want to do. Once you burn his runes, you just back off, go meditate somewhere, and then that's when you go hunt him again. Your job to kill those clones. Yeah, if you have nothing else to do, you have to go kill those clones. But usually you want to find the real Loki and try and kill him. Burn the runes. Once you burn the runes, good to go. If he starts shooting you, sometimes he can actually 1v1 you. Bro, Doctor Strange is the best matchup for Iron Fist. You know why? He puts up his shield, you start beating him down, he can't do anything. But of course, if he starts fighting you back, watch out when he actually hits you with a few auto attacks and melees, because then he can actually burst you around like 150 hit point. You have to be very careful. The moment he starts fighting you back is when you gotta be careful of his E ability. Sometimes you can predict it and right click because he'll think he can execute you, and that's when you're like, okay, if you want to execute me, I'll press right click. Of course, you win this matchup so hard in any particular state, even with his nerfs that happened in season 2. All right, Mantis, she now has 250 hit point in season 2, so it's probably easier to kill her. But the only thing about Mantis is, yes, she's a sitting duck, but you have to be careful about her sleep. And usually what Mantis players will do is they'll instantly try and sleep you. But smart Mantises, what they'll do is wait until you block and then throw to sleep afterwards, and then you're sitting duck. I've had it happen from really good Mantis players, but the bad Mantis players will always go to sleep, so it's kind of coin flip. Which kind of Mantis player you'll have to be careful of that. And now she's executable under 50% health, so you can execute her. Hawkeye, this matchup is like insane, bro. Like if you're coming from high ground and you're facing a good Hawkeye players, they can either you have to like instantly block because you don't know if they have 100 charge on their arrow and they can headshot you. You have to be very careful. So what you have to do in this matchup is literally just come from out of sight of you, start kicking him. You'll probably get pocketed, or if not, you can try and execute him. But yeah, harassing him, be very careful. You have to do this trick on him. You have to swing side to side. You really don't want to use your block instantly. And if he starts looking at you, the moment he starts looking at you, you have to right click. You have to right click. And you beat his ass down, beat the supports down, or you have to get that out. The moment he hits you with one shot, you think it's a good matchup, but it's like very scary to face a good Hawkeye. Captain America, this guy can never beat you. If you beat his ass down, he'll try and shield you, and he's a tank, so you will win this matchup usually most times. Rocket Raccoon, very hard champion to actually hit, but one way to hit him is just try and keep your cursor on him, and once one of your auto attacks actually connect, just make sure you get that left click in or the dragon kick in, and you can hit him. Like you just have to make sure to combo your auto attack and your shift together so it locks in the dragon kick. Good Hela players will stay with their team. Good Hela players will also try and flank. You will win that 1v1. You find her on the flank, go up to her, she starts looking at you, block it. She throws a stun at you. It doesn't matter. You can try and block the stun, but I don't really care about it. Because if you get that over health, you just beat her down, right? And then kill her. She's 250 health champ. Easy matchup, but also very hard to kill when she's with her team getting pocketed, etc. And she can see you coming halfway, so you might have to block like when you're coming from here. Oh, you gotta block like very soon as she starts looking at you. She's actually the 3 horsemen I banned. She's one of the top 3 horsemen that I banned because she just makes me activate my block early, very early. Hook and dagger. Thing with her is if she bubbles herself, it's like basically impossible to kill her. But if she has no bubble, you can actually kill her, right? She also has the dark mode where she just fades out, and that can be hard to kill. So you have to be careful. She can also maybe kill you by discording you and then purpling you, and then other teammates shoot you as well as her. So be very careful of that as well. She can bubble and then just actually fight you. But she's very squishy, so usually we'll win this if she's isolated and no one's looking at her. Black Panther, it's a waste of time to fight him because he can actually win against you, but there's no point in fighting him because he'll just dash through you and kite you. But he just throws a spear at you, he'll just dash through you, kite you, and then he sees you coming, he throws another spear, dashes you, and then yeah, you're just like, oh yeah, this is stupid. Like you just basically look at each other and just walk away. That's what I would do. If he's on your backline and he has no more dashes, sure, you can chase him down if you have no other job, like hey, yeah, you're in peel mode or you're not harassing the enemy supports, he's just diving in 1v6, yeah, you can go fight him. But he's got like 275 or 300 hit points, so he's actually relatively tanky. But what I like to do actually is if he's trying to actually set up and try and kill my supports, I actually do like to fight him and harass him away from my supports. And even if he's not below a half hit point, like even if he's like below like this point, I like to give him a scare, just like give him a little drop kick and he has to run away to find a health pack or go back to his team instead of harassing my team. So sometimes I like to give him a scare. All right, Groot matchup. This is, I mean, it's the funnest thing to do, like to beat down this tree with 5 million hit point, right? In terms of like actually fighting him with his team, like he walls you off from his healers. He actually does a ton of damage. It's very scary to actually fight him when he walls you off from your healers. So you have to be very careful of fighting him in team environments. But if he's isolated, he's like the last man standing, bro, just beat him down. Like free all charge right here. It's the freest all charge ever. Magic matchup. This matchup is basically unwinnable. She kites you with imps. Like, yeah, she's 250 hit point, but you don't do enough damage to actually kill her. She actually feeds shield charges off you. Only way you can kill her is after she uses her portal. That's when you get a guaranteed like dragon kick. But other than that, you have to wait for her to use her portal, and that's the only time you can use your thing. But you can block her auto attacks, even try and block her dash, but it's hard to predict. Like I said, it's a waste of time to actually fight her and let someone else do it. If you have no other job, sure, just kick her ass. Moon Knight, this is free low, bro. This guy cannot beat assassins. Like he's just sitting duck. So all you use hop of him, he can't really get away. Once he's under 250 hit point, GG. I mean, once he's under half hit point, just dragon kick him. Nothing he can do. Luna Snow, a bit tricky because she regens hit point with her right click and shift. But the moment she's below like 40% hit point, it's easy one shot. She is kind of hard to kill, but she also doesn't have too much feeling for her except for the freeze, right? You just want to block the freeze. You can and see the animation. Easier animation than Mantis for sure. It's like slower, but takes a little bit longer to kill her than other supports. Squirrel Girl is very tricky as well. High amounts of damage. Watch out for those acorns. But the biggest thing you want to do is block her stun, the little thing that she grabs from behind her back and then throws at you. That's the one you want to block. Even if you get hit by it, you can still block the acorns coming in, so it doesn't matter if you actually get hit by it. But she has a lot of damage, so you have to be very careful. But she's 250 champion, so easy to one shot. Black Widow unironically is a hard matchup. Unironically, because not because she's like sniper or whatever, even that. Black Widow is unironically a very hard matchup because you can like come and see her from the high ground, but she can just snipe you, so you're like, what the hell? So now that you're finally close up to her, well, she can just kick you and then stun you and then headshot you. So that's a problem. But of course, what you actually want to do is when she kicks you, you want to actually right click after the kick, because that's when she can stun you. More than so likely, what you're gonna do is you're probably gonna have to block mid-air. She's staring right at you, and then you can fist her, and then she actually kicks you and then stuns you and then headshots you. So it's like a very Very tricky, but you have to get her off your teammates. So it's either you or your teammates die from the Mantis Widow combo. Iron Man, well, he's a bit tankier with the new season 2 stuff when he presses E, but honestly, your whole job is to just fight him mid-air, and when he starts beaming you, just beam him back and then right click, right? Just block his stuff and then just fist in the air. He has to run away. He's eventually gonna die, and then when you're fisting him, you gotta make sure you hit those mid-air dragon kicks. They're harder, but once you get more experience, it comes easier to actually hit him in the air. So Venom matchup, well, usually he's not going for you, but what he'll do is he'll dive your backline. So what you must do is get him off your backline. Like, maybe you'll find him isolated somewhere in the back, but you usually have to hit him and get him off your backline. He's also free ult charge for you, so it's really nice for him to basically dive and for you to get free ult charge. You'll never kill him because of his over shield and he just gets away with the swing, but it's just free ult charge right here. Spider-Man, I wouldn't even bother with fighting this champion. He's too mobile, he's too low hitbox, and like, yeah, he can't really kill him. But what I like to do is if I find him, I'll actually go on him. I won't even like try and execute him. I'll just get him away off my supports and he'll swing away, right? I won't try and dragon kick him to execute him. I'll just do it to get him away, and I hope to God someone else finishes him. Again, he's too fast to actually for me to hit. But once I get on him, that's when I can like do some damage and hope to God someone else finishes him. Sure, if I see him low health, I'll do it, right? But it's not my problem. I'll never chase a Spider-Man unless I have no other job to do. AKA, you guys look at each other, stare at each other, just run, just walk away. If he does try and go on you with his E, with his if he like tags you with the web tracer, and then he launches to you, just block it. And then he's like, oh. Magneto, very tricky matchup. Actually, not really. You just beat him down. You just beat his ass down. Can't do anything. There's a bit of burst damage, but that's about it. I will say, though, in the Magneto matchup, if he is ulting with his ults and dunking someone, what you want to do is you actually want to go up and try and block it. Like, if you can, even try and dragon kick into it. If you can time it, so your team doesn't die, but make sure you're blocking into it. But I also like to beat his ass down when he's ulting, so because I want him to actually dunk me instead, but he never does. Scarlet Witch, this matchup is very bad. This is very bad for Iron Fist. She just presses left click on you, and then if you ever jump on her, she just fades away. So yeah, you can't really dodge her. She can stop auto attacking you when you block. Very bad matchup. Would not want to play Iron Fist into her. If she does focus me, well, I'll have to get her attention while I'm the supports, but also kind of hard to get away from her. So be careful with this matchup. Very careful. It's a bad matchup. I don't like playing into her, especially now that she's getting buffed. Thor matchup, unironically, you actually do lose this matchup. Like, he beats your ass down with Thor Force, and he can actually grant a permanent shield. So 1v1, you lose against this champion. Even though he's a tank, really weird, I know. You cannot beat this champion unless you're being pocketed or he's isolating himself and doing something stupid. Just be careful against this champion. You can peel him, just don't try and 1v1 him. He's very scary. Winter Soldier, this matchup is unfavorable for Iron Fist. This guy has a lot of shields to generate, big like hit point 275, I think. And he does a lot of burst damage with his gun, so you have to be careful. You have to right click when he starts shooting at you, 2 bullets or even the block if you can. If you get pulled by him, you just block right after, and then he tries to uppercut you and nothing happens. So yeah, that's good. The only way you can actually win this matchup is if you're hitting supports and he starts hitting you. When these guys start hitting you, that's when it's a good favorable time for you to actually get value out of him not hitting your teammates. But 1v1 you can win. You have to jump him first. The moment you jump him first, start shooting you, right click his stuff, you beat him down. And the way I like to do it is once I start bringing him down, I like to jump around in the circle him and then execute him with dragon shift or dragon kick. Peni Parker, easy matchup, just beat her down. You can try and block her stunt. No, that's impossible. You just beat her down, right click some damage from her, right click her mines for sure, like on the ground. Those things give you free damage over health. So when you see those mines coming after you, just block it and just start beating her down. Star-Lord matchup used to be winnable in season 0, but now all he does is kite you, shoot you in the head. So what you do is you can't actually beat him, but you can kind of harass him. Start shooting you, he right clicks you, or you right click his, block his stuff, the only way you can beat him, like only way you can execute him, is you never use your dragon kick before he uses his little flip. That flip I never knew, but it grants invulnerability. The moment he uses the flip is when you can dragon kick him, because that makes him stunned, aka like in the locked animation, and you know where he's going to be coming out of. Namor is very tricky matchup, but if he's hitting you while you're diving the supports, that's a good thing. But against this matchup, usually what good Namors do is when they 1v1 you, they'll throw the 2 squids first. So even if he looks at you, you can't actually block unless he actually shoots harpoons at you. But you need to see those 2 squids come out, and then you can start blocking those squids and you beat him down. What he'll do right about now is he'll usually bubble, then you disengage and then go meditate. Because he has no bubble, you wait about 5 seconds and then your block will be coming back up, and then you just beat him down and then execute him because he has no bubble. Adam Warlock, well, you can go on him, but he'll heal himself like 2 times, and he has soul bond. If he soul bonds himself and the team, just run away. Of course, if he's under 50% health, you know what to do. Jeff, well, if he's DPS Jeff, you chase him around the map. That's all you do. You literally DPS him around the map. There is a way to execute him, is when he starts to go out of the air, like, you know, he tries to bubble himself, or like he's coming off a cliff and he leaves himself exposed. The moment he sees himself exposed, just dragon kick him. That's the only time you can. He can actually 1v1 you, by the way, because he can perma heal himself and he does quite a bit of damage. So psylocke, this matchup is very favorable for psylocke. All she does is kite you. You see her use her 2 dashes. Yeah, you can go in and then just follow her and then dragon kick her, right? But if she still has her 2 dashes, then she'll infinitely kite you, use her distance, and then she'll beat you. So this matchup I do not want to screw with. Let someone else do with, and unless you see those 2 dashes. Wolverine, very OP matchup for yourself, because this champion does max health. You don't have max health. He tries to claw you down. Guess what? You beat his ass down. Like, Wolverine does not do enough damage to actually beat you, and it's a waste of his time. You hard win this matchup, so I love facing Wolverines on the other team. They cannot ever kill you. Okay, this is the interesting matchup. So against other Iron Fists, basically whoever blocks first loses. So what you do is you give this, but if you're the one doing, okay, on the 6th hit, if you can block that 6th hit, that's when you win. You can block that one, that's when you right click him, and then once you right click, you don't actually beat him down because he thinks he's gonna beat you down, right? But you're actually gonna fake out and not do it, and he's gonna block. He has no block charge. Then now it's time to run his ass down, and then you dragon kick him and he's dead. That's how you win that matchup.
You're done.
You fake out the next few fists. That's how you do it. I hope you understood that. But usually when you see an Iron Fist, you just meditate and then walk away. It's like, it's a waste of both of your times to fight each other. Invisible Woman, this matchup is actually annoying. She just puts a shield up on one of her allies and walks to it, and she can push you back, but it doesn't matter because you're usually locking onto her. So she also has 275 health and hard to execute. She can also invis out, but you might have hit her and then it reveals her, so yeah, you can still kill her, but a little harder to kill if she has a shield up. It's actually good to kill her shield because then she can't shield her allies. So sometimes when she puts the shield up, I like to beat the shield down instead, and then she can't shield her allies for a bit, and that's a win for me. And I can also kill her afterwards. Mr. Fantastic, you only hit him to try and kill him and peel him off your team. 1v1, you'll never beat this champion. Don't even fight it. He has too much shield. He can get 800 health for no reason, and yeah, you only fight him to peel anything, but otherwise this guy wins. Thing is just free alt charge for you. Just beat him down. You can right click his ultimate. You can right click when he charges up his haymaker. That's when you right click. Very easy matchup. Just free alt charge for you. Human Torch, I hate this matchup. This guy has a shotgun, 200 damage to the face. Does it twice, you're dead instantly. So what you have to do in this matchup is use the, like, you know, just jump around him, block when you think he is, and try and beat him down, and just circle around him, and if you can, dragon kick him in the air. But if he's getting low, he'll probably just dash down to the ground. Again, this shouldn't be your job to fight him. Sometimes it is, but it's very hard. She has like Snowflake or Invis team up is really hard.